Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to From the Depths with me, Alathrix, and of course, welcome to a brand new season of the Adventure Mode, which I'm now realising is probably my favourite mode in the entire game. As much as I love the campaign mode, this is the mode I keep on thinking about when I'm designing things, and honestly, it is just so much fun. So this time around, I really want to focus on either submarines or some form of spacecraft. I don't really know which one just yet. So please tell me in the comments which you would like to see more as we go. But now, we are about to begin. And by the way, this by no means means that the current campaign season is gone or anything like that. I will be continuing that when I have a little bit more time. At the moment, my schedule is really horribly just short on time because of so much going on in real life. So I just wanted an outlet to fire missiles in. And so, we begin. There we go, straight into it. So first things first, as we always do, is we're going to just use the Ecomax, just the standard blueprint. Oh, we are rocking so horribly, that instantly makes me feel very minorly nauseous. So let's just try and stabilize a bit, but just adding some more flotation. Sure. And then weighing down the center. Well, good enough for now. We do need to rush, as always, since the enemies will be arriving fairly soon. And let's just throw down our resource gatherers. And let's make sure they're actually facing into the water. Lovely. And with that, we are gathering resources. So, like I was saying, what I really want this time around is to either focus on a true submarine, not one which is a hybrid or anything like that, or focusing on going to space. Now, both have pros and cons. In my opinion, the sub will be the easier to build and maintain. Oh, and I'm drowning. It will be easier to build and maintain, but it's going to be very slow, especially through the water, so a lot of resource will be spent there. Are we just out of resources in the zone? Okay, yeah, so we're just harvesting absolute maximum speed there. But, yeah, just far easier to build in my opinion. We don't actually have to get to space, and it's going to be easier to go through the different portals to the different difficulties, whereas the spacecraft is really going to struggle with that. The spacecraft, on the other hand, way easier to get moving very quickly, but it's going to be difficult to actually get into space, difficult to maintain a lot of things. It's going to be very awkward. I'm essentially going to need it to be able to re-enter the atmosphere to go through the portals and then get back into space. That will be an absolute nightmare. Okay, so all this is going on. Let's start building all of the basics, since I'm just going to sit here anyway. Yeah, that actually does harvest. You don't need the gap there. It just looks a bit weird, but that's fine. So for now, I'll probably just stick with the sub idea, just because, well, I can't exactly get into space right now. That's going to be very difficult. Honestly, going underwater is going to be difficult. I think we're probably going to have to use a Dedi Blade system, and then, yeah, just a lot to it. I'm going to take manual control for a while, so all I'm going to need to control is the altitude and the balance. There we go. Just for now, all the usual default stuff. I'm also going to have to go to the surface to harvest a resource I've just thought in the sub, so that's something I'm going to need to be able to manually control as well. Start adding a bit of a metal case on the outside. Oh yeah, I need to be able to stay above the water. Yeah, that'll be right. There we go, we just have this little central pylon here, which is going to be our blades for now, and I do realise this will clip into the engine, so I'll move the engine in just a moment. I just want this in place first. Just so it's there. Move the heartstone a bit up, since I need to armour that section anyway. Ooh, how much is the heartstone? Oh, it's not that expensive, of course, you just can't have more than one at a time. That was the problem. Okie doke. Okay, there we are. So that should keep us stable. Then I'll add a couple of mini ones of these to control our pitch. So I have one here. One here. They seem to be invisible there at that angle, which was interesting. Now, I could have used the default one, but it's a bit too big. And this will be pitch. Okay. There we are, look at that. Lovely and stable. Yeah, perfect. Good. And I'll increase the engine power they get soon, so they can actually do their job, no matter what we're doing. For now, though, we just need to be able to get out of here, so let's build the back section up a bit, add some propellers and such, and add some armor so we can take a couple of hits, because we're probably going to need it. Okay, so 2 propellers added there. So now we have basic turning. What do I want to do? Go with the Deady Blades or go with just normal propeller? For now, I'll just add a normal propeller because it's a lot easier. Then I'll sort out the space and everything for everything else we need later. Just been adding as much armor as possible to the positions which should hopefully be more fortified later. Still not attacked just yet. We're almost functional, actually. We have turning, we have the ability to go underwater. Just, I have to actually manually go into the PID to do that right now, which is not exactly a final solution for that. I feel like I'm definitely running out of time now. This will be our little seating area. Is our only defense glass? Yes. Thankfully, glass isn't as weak as it used to be in this game, but it is not exactly metal. Let's say that much. There's alternatives later, which is what we're going to be going with. I may actually use a proper, what do you call it, a proper camera system this time to try and stay safe while in a seating area whilst underwater. This thing looks bizarre at the moment, by the way. It's like a weird, yeah, it's like a weird drone almost. Oh yeah, I forgot to still have this metal underneath. Go away, lead. So, enemies have now spawned in. Really shouldn't zoom in like this. This is definitely a bit cheaty, but I just wanted to see what they are. I can't fight them anyway, so it doesn't really matter right now. I won't be doing this in the future, don't worry. Yeah, they're all fairly small targets. What I'm going to do is speed up, and hopefully this isn't too imbalanced. And wow, do I need more engine power. That's probably not even running at 100%, is it? Nope. 10 meters per second. On the upside, we're not really using any fuel. So that's good. So now I just need to try and find myself some resource zones. I think if I do play as a sub, I will have to use the third-person cam to scout for new resources and such, otherwise this is going to be all we see. And it's just not good for footage, it's not good for recording, it's not fun. I don't see a way I can really get around that. Well, I guess I could surface to check. Depends on how strict I want to be with the rules there. This is really silly, but it seems like the enemies simply can't see us at the moment. And we're out of resources, and I cannot see a single resource zone right now. So, we're going to very cheesily, and I mean this very cheesily, try and get a kill by literally going underneath a target, directly underneath them, and then releasing mines into their backside. I knew this was going to be a cheesy adventure mode, because, again, I want to go with either a sub or space, both of which are necessarily quite cheesy. Didn't think it would start so soon, though. Well, I can see the target. I think it's a marauder as well, of all things. This is really weird. Ooh, we can actually see quite well. If we make the water a bit less opaque, I think we could just stay underwater and actually see what we're doing, as long as we don't go too deep. So that's a really weird way of seeing this game. We don't have many shots. We have almost no resources, so it needs to do some damage so we can harvest that. Well, there it goes. Our saviour. Lovely. Yes, that got us enough resources for another shot. This is so stupid. Yeah, it just can't see us at all. Fire again. Beautiful. Didn't get the resources that time. Oh, for some reason they were classed as commodities. I think. You know, normally I'd skip around and edit this a bit, but I think this should be watched in real time. This is really a novel experience for me. And loose. Yeah, where's the resource? The resource is there, right? It's hard to say. Don't think I'm getting a resource per kill. Per damage. I must be, because I got resource from the first one, which let me fire again. Right? Yeah, it went from 220 then to 231. Okay, so I'm getting little bits each time. But really it'll be the kill, which will give us something. Maybe I will skip ahead a bit. This is taking a while. I was hoping with the extra explosive damage from being underwater. Oh, that went above water. Yeah, we're getting tiny bits of resource each time. This is very silly. It turns out my weapon might actually do more damage than this mine. But I feel that might be a bit too cheesy. I mean, there's a reason why I'm not just capturing it. Because I could. Very easy. But look at the damage on this thing. Yeah, just gonna ignore that for now. And to stay with the lovely explosions. So we're getting very little resource as well, because I've just realised all we're doing is knocking off wooden armour. That one gave us way more, because it looks like we cut off some of its cram cannon or something. Made the glass transparent for now, trying to stay under the water as much as possible, including with my aim. Now, where did that enemy just go? I saw the red blip. Okay. I have no idea what it is. But we're heading towards it, and I've been rather naughty. Now, 4 of these. We are invisible. Now, things will change very rapidly as soon as we have an enemy with any kind of underwater sonar. Okay, main fire. As soon as we get a little bit more past it. And go. Oh, that was so satisfying to watch those. That's what I was worried about. I was hoping that they would be delayed enough they wouldn't knock each other around, but sadly it did seem that would happen. Need to mess with the delay a little bit. We are so weak for being so crafty. Let's say crafty rather than cheesy. It sounds better, right? Manually delaying it a little bit more this time. Okay, so all but one are gonna hit. Ooh, look at that, just melting through itself. Ooh, it's fighting something else. Well, I'm sorry to that enemy, but we call dibs. Lovely, there we go, goodbye. Let's go say hello to the other enemy then, which apparently is using missiles. Missiles which can get really low, it seems. I'm hoping can't actually aim at me, though. That's a lot of missiles. I actually have no idea what to fire those. I'm tempted to say no to that. Scouting mine, go! Oh, hello. Yeah, that We can't hit that. That is an aircraft. Well, actually, a bit of tweaking, we probably could. How? Okay, so, missiles. It seems like this enemy can't see us either. It's not dropping any kind of sonar, so it definitely can't see us. So. Short range thruster, we'll also get really close to them. One set of fins, one set of fuel. Active radar, I suppose. Delay of about 5 seconds. 2 seconds probably with the ejectors. Maybe something like that? It's going to do a test fire. Doubt we'll even see the enemy from this range, but let's just find out. Where is the enemy? Can't find the blip. There. Can't get a reticule on them, so... Oh, no, no! Oh, the frantic chicken! I know you. Deepwater Guard. Wow, definitely gonna need more fuel if I try to do this. Good to know it'd work. You know what? Let's head towards it. Let's see if we can do something. Let's try this. These are now using variable thrusters, so I can tweak them a little bit more, and they have more fuel. Once again, is this super cheesy? Yes. Will I do other things based on suggestions after this video? Also yes. But, can you question how effective that is? No. So from that kill, we now have 10k resources, so already we can do a bit of renovating to make this thing look at least a bit more finished. What is going on? Oh yeah, I was just messing with some of the settings apparently. That's messed up everything. Okay, let me fix that. Okay, currently we're at -88. We press 6. We should start going up. I'll stop it before we get there. Yep, it's going up. Excellent. And then, of course, I don't want that to happen right now, so we go back down. Ooh. Some splashes nearby, so it might actually be able to somewhat detect us, or we're in the middle of another fight. Interesting. But yeah, I've just set it up now, so I actually have control of my altitude. What I need to do is start balancing things. So I need to figure out where the weight's going to be, the final distribution, and then I need to put down the thrusters correctly, because right now they're all off. That's why I'm constantly losing control. Okay, this is probably going to end up... You know what? Let's just make a really simple design on top. Oh, Lord. Okay, well, first of all, we're actually going to start moving, even though we're not currently balanced. So I can't go at full speed, otherwise I'll end up breaching the surface. Okay, there we go. So we've been harassed by at least 2 enemies now for the last, like, 5 minutes. Yeah, it looks terrible at the moment, I completely realise that, but once again, every episode 1 craft like this, it ends up looking terrible. It's just the way of adventure mode. I'm sure some people can make some gorgeous things that quickly with limited resources, but I am not one of those people. Not one of my talents. I have very few talents, and this certainly ain't one. Whoa! Okay, I'm glad I'm rebuilding my missiles, because I'm going to be targeting you in just a second. The Walrus. Aren't you a transport vessel? Well, we're going to turn around because we are going to be trying to kill you. So apparently that last attack actually killed the enemy, I didn't realise. So yeah, added some more warheads to the missiles, and now it's 4 of them. 29,000 for the Walrus? Okay, I mean, I'm not going to complain. So, I think we need to up the difficulty already then, since clearly enemies can't even see us. One episode and straight away. Yep, next episode what we're doing is going into the next difficulty. At least one more, probably more than that to be perfectly honest. And we are going to need to do a lot of clearing up with the craft, so that's probably what I'm going to do, just clear up with that resource we've got now, and then head to more difficult waters and see how we deal there. So, this was episode 1, I am now all out of time, and let's pause because I think I'm about to float past the resource zone. This was a load of fun. Subs are cheesy, so is space. I understand this is going to be a cheesy adventure mode, but I've never went complete submarine, well at least not in my memory. I've always had hybrid craft, or stuff above the water, but not in space. So tell me, do you want a sub? Do you want to go into space? What is our end goal here? But for now, this was probably the most successful episode 1 of any adventure mode I've played so far. Really happy with that. So if you have enjoyed, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that From the Depths is a series you wish to see continued in the future. So happy to be back in adventure mode. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.